What's up, my fellow KAIJUDO Duel Masters? This is Reddish, also known as Thundersultan on Twitter, Thundersultan on YouTube. I guess we can call each other Duel Masters now that we've got the actual battle decks in hand and we can summon creatures and cast spells. A lot of people have been doing videos on the battle decks and stuff like that. I'm just going to do a real quick review of what I think the cards are going to do as far as constructed play. Not anything like a sealed or limited play, because I don't think we'll see anything like that for a good while. I don't even think we'll see regular organized play until maybe September. I think I read that somewhere or somebody said that. So hopefully that's true. I'd like for them to have something for Gen Con that's constructed and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to go over a couple of things that I like about the game, some things I don't like about the game, and then I'll get into the review of the cards. Things that I like about the game, I love the fact that they've corrected the mana cost on a lot of cards like Terror Pit, Root Trap, Death Smoke, Bronze Arm Tribe, Hydra Spy, Ice Blade, stuff like that, making either the mana cost higher or the what you got to do to get it into play, or the requirements, the cost requirements, something like Ice Blade and stuff like that. I think those are good for the game. I think they make the card more balanced. The game's more balanced, stuff like that. What I don't like is like how the darkness cards are purple. I understand that that's because they don't want to get away. They don't want to have too dark of cards because the target audience is someone much younger than I. The interesting thing that I've learned over time playing a lot of games is, it's all how you market it. You can take something like chess, which is just a very simple board game. Everybody knows it. Everybody has an idea of what chess is in their head. But what if you took those pieces and you made them into ponies and Pegasuses, and you made them rainbows and stuff like that? You could target it towards girls and it would sell more. Or you could put like demons and dragons on it and it would sell more towards boys, or put big robots and bazookas and stuff like that and it would sell more towards adults. It's all about how you market it. You can do something the same thing with Hungry Hippos or whatever. But this game, it's obviously they've made it a little bit more simple and made it more friendly. Even stuff like the wording, I don't like the fact that Blaze Belcher says hungry and then one of them says stinky and stuff like that. It's interesting because stinky is actually appropriate. It's like you play the card and your opponent's like, this is stinky, I gotta discard a card, stuff like that. I don't care much for the shiny cards. The black borders are great. I think they're beautiful. I think they're right. They do shine a little bit too much. Your opponent can tell that you have a shiny card. Like when you draw Razorkender, your opponent knows if the lighting is good. Same with Tatsurion. They just fire off so much, which I know that's kind of what they were going for. That's really good for the younger crowd, and apparently these went really well overseas and stuff like that. But it's just something I don't like. I don't like giving away any information to my opponent. I kind of wish that every card was a foil randomly somehow. I think it would make more value for certain cards, and also just make the game a little bit more fun. That we don't have as much stuff going on. Let's say the one thing that I don't like most of all is what they've done with the mana. I don't like the idea that you can have 7 mana, one of it red and the other green, and let's say you've only got 2 red cards in your hand, a Gatling Skyterror and a Gatling Skyterror. You can tap 3 green, cast a red creature, tap 3 green, cast a red creature, leave red mana up. To me, that's an inherent flaw. I think it'll create more and more problems later on down the road, especially when you get into like dual civ cards and anything that allows you to search for dual civ cards and yada yada yada. But I don't know. Personally, my guess is the reason that it is that way is because of the push for the online game, for people to learn it. It's like a tutorial basically. It's a lot like Duels of the Planeswalkers, which is a Magic the Gathering thing. You've got Magic the Gathering Online, which is actual, like, you buy boosters and yada yada yada. Or you've got Duels of the Planeswalkers, which is kind of like it's really good for introing people into the game, and it's more of a casual game. But in that game, you can't actually tap, like, the correct mana. They've kind of corrected it this year, where you can, like, scroll down the list of options. But it used to be, like, it would throw all your black mana into a black spell and all of it into a white spell, and you wouldn't have any way of mixing it. I think the same thing is that's the way the client is on the KAIJUDO Online. It just throws all the mana into your mana pool, and if you've got the colors, then lights those colors up, and you can just cast away. I think they just transplanted that into the TCG, and I think at some point it's going to have to be irradiated, especially if the game goes off and you've got a lot of competitive play, because I think you can build decks that can kind of bend off that, and also if there's a search creature, yada yada yada. We'll see how it goes. But let me get to my review, and then we'll call it a day for you guys. Let me go over green and red commons. I think Bronze Arm Tribe is completely playable, constructed, great card. I think this guy, the 4-mana 2000 speed attacker guy, we'll see constructed play. The vanilla guys, even if they have like a power attacker ability, stuff like that, they won't get played. They're just not good. Rock Bite might see some play until they get better stuff, but that I'm 50-50 on that one. Comet Missile, always proven to be a really good card. We'll see constructed play. Pterosaur is a vanilla, won't see play. This guy's a power attacker, won't see play. Unless it was like gigantic or something. Sprout is awesome, Fairy Life. Basically a rampant growth and Magic, and it's for free if you get it off of Shield. Seems a really, really good. Ambush Scorpion, vanilla, won't see play. Blaze Belcher is the Bronze Arm, not Bronze Arm, the Deadly Fighter Braid Claw. It will definitely see it. And he indeed is hungry. Return to Soil will definitely see play, either in aggro or control. It's a mid-range or stuff like that. Gatling Sky Terror, amazing artwork, but got put to a vanilla. Hopefully we see that creature in another form. Green Uncommons. This big dumb idiot. It's just one of the things you can say for vanilla, stuff like that. Won't see play in constructed. This guy might see play in a like a tribal deck. Maybe not. We'll see what happens. Kind of like the Rock Bite thing. Overcharge I don't think is that good. It's too conditional. Essence Elf might see tribal, like I said. Little Hissy won't see play in my opinion. If he had a bigger brother that was a 6-cost 4,000 power attacker, could attack untapped creatures, he might see play. It's probably a Duel Master's card. Flame Tropus is horrible. If you were allowed to have other creatures in play, like blockers or whatever else, and he had like an exalted effect, like in Magic, it would be good. This guy's just terrible. Tornado Flame, of course, will see play. Root Trap will definitely see play. Love Singing it at 7. Just makes you feel even better when you get it for free from that. Tatsurian will see play. I love the fact that he's two different creature types. Without actually being dual civ. That's really good for like Evo and stuff like that. Roaming Bloodmane. Roaming Bloodmane is interesting in the fact that it has conditional evasion. It's unblockable. That looks pretty good in the camera. I think this card shows that creatures can be unblockable, just like King Pontius can be unblockable in the blue deck. I think they wanted to give people an example of stuff that's unblockable, even though there is no blockers in the red-green set. So we'll go to Deathsmoke. We'll see play even at 5 costs. It's just really good. Refi is Hunterfish from Old School. This card's really good. You'll see play. Aqua Seneschal, I think, is one of the best cards out there so far. This card will see a ton of play. It can be protected. It can be bounced. You can bounce it with Teleport if it's in trouble. It's just got so much inherent value for what it does. There was a card just like this in Battle Spirits, and it broke the format right off the bat. So that's my card for, best common in the set. Just hands down. Ice Blade is super good. We'll see a ton of constructed play. This guy's not bad. The Fumes guy with Stinky. It's like a Motiver, but a little bit bigger and no trigger. I think they're gonna really keep a cap on discard because they know how bad it is. They're gonna keep a lot of things fair in this game. That's why I think Blue is gonna run away with some of the card draw and the shenanigans. Just like every other card game, Blue gets the stuff. This guy is no good. Skull Cutter. This guy's really good. It's equivalent to Death Touch in Magic. I think this is that's kind of where they got the mechanic from back in the day. Doesn't matter if he's at 1,000, 5,000, or 100. It doesn't matter. It's the ability to trade or go after something. It can be a bully card. It just depends on what you're running. This card will see play. A bigger version, like a 4 cost 2,000 or a 5 cost 3,000, would not see play. This guy's good. Bone Blade definitely will see play. Removal in general, especially if it has the ability to be free. This card is really good. Even the drawback. Somebody else. I think Evan Banjo, good Good guy. I like his videos. That guy pointed out that black has the pain for pleasure scenario, which is absolutely right. Bloody Squeedo Vanilla won't see play. Let's go to uncommons. I think it was interesting today. I saw KAIJUDO Channel's video where it pointed out all the uncommons that are. There's tons more uncommons in the blue-black deck than there is the red-green. Spy Mission, I think, will see play. I think it's a good card. I think if there's any manipulation in shields, which I don't think there will be because of all the shenanigans they saw with Emerald and stuff, makes this card really good. But anything that says draw 2 is going to be good. Frogzuka is like the big defender for the control decks. This guy might be tribal 50-50 like Rockbite. I really don't see it happening though, to be honest with you. King Pontius, you know, I don't think it's going to see play. It's too big. It can be just blown up by red stuff. Not that great. Dream Pirate, interesting card. Don't think it'll ever see constructed play, but the thing is it dies when it attacks, basically. But when it blocks, it doesn't. So, I mean, you can block this guy all day, and he's just going to stick around. Your opponent might think that, oh, he's going to die, and then they, block and it doesn't go away. I think it's really good. The 4-mana Aqua Hocus, I think, is very, very correct. I posted in a comment before on KAIJUDO Channel how I thought that basically the true power of Aqua Hocus was in the 2,000 power, and the ability to either kill something 2,000 or to or kill something 1,000 or to trade with the 2,000. That's really what made it over the top. I think if Hocus was a 3-mana 1,000, it would still see a lot of play, but it wouldn't be near as busted. Last card, or second to last card, is Teleport. Like I said, I think this is one of the best cards printed. The ability to save something that you know is going to die next turn off of something, or just to get more value out of something like a Hydro Spy or something like that. It's just really, really good. Amazing artwork. That artist is my favorite artist of all time for Duel Masters. He had a ton of really good stuff in the day. And that leads me to Hydrobot Crab, which everybody hates. And I can understand why. But to me, this guy has a future in the game. Because if you look, it's an uncommon. It makes no sense to me that it's an uncommon. If it was a common, I would just scrap it like everything else. But the fact that it's an uncommon tells me that there's a future for this guy. Whether it's like an Evo. Like, let's say 3 sets down the road. 3 sets down the road. Like the next set, we get another Undertow engine that's overcosted, and then the third set we get an evolution that comes off of these that's really, really good. Well, and then they print 1 in that set, so now you have 3 possible Evo baits for it. You wouldn't want to put 3 Evo baits inside of that set with the evolution, because in a sealed environment that would just create whoever's got that evolution, just has a pretty much unblockable deck because they have the ability to Evo bait it too easy. So you do sleeper cards like these. I think this is a sleeper card. Could be completely wrong. You know what I mean? But I think this is going to be a good card. So we'll see what happens. Let's see. This guy is obviously the bomb in the sealed decks and stuff, the battle decks. Don't think he'll ever see constructed play. They're bound to print a very rare that's got more abilities and stuff like that. Same with this guy. I mean, he's just big dumb idiot. Won't see play. Terror Pit, obviously an amazing card. Glad to see it at 7. King Nautilus, interesting card. I think it's more powerful as a single breaker than it is a double breaker, simply because of value. You're giving them 1 card with a shield, and you're gaining 2 cards. The advantage there is really, really good. You just have more control over them. Razorkender. I was never against Razorkender. I really liked him from the beginning. Obviously, he's Death Smoke with a body. You're paying 2 more mana for a 4,000. So that right there is value. Basically, guys, that's about it. That covers the battle decks and some of the things I do and don't like about it. Just want to say, you guys, try to do this about once a week. See if I can't do it like on Sundays or Mondays or something like that. Don't want to overcommit. Don't want to give you something I can't do, but I think once a week will be good for me. Basically, just want to say you guys have a good week. Let me know if you liked the video by pressing the like button or leaving a comment below. Either way, my name is REDDISH Thundersultan. You guys have a good week, and may all your shields be triggers. Bye.